Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Anton, and welcome to today's video for Honkai Star Rail. Today's video is going to be kind of a shorter video than I have done for my previous Honkai videos. I just want to talk about this upcoming character that's been recently announced for Honkai Star Rail. As you can see on the screen, her name is LYNX. I really wanted to talk about her because, in my honest opinion, of there's a lot to talk about with this character. She's bringing a lot to the team. If you don't know, we're getting new patches soon-ish in Honkai Star Rail, and these are going to be having new characters. So, you know, HoYo is doing their thing where they're just trying to get us all hyped up for all these new characters. They, I believe, previously have also teased the 5-star Dan Hung. I think it's like Imbibitor Lunae or Lunae, or I don't know how to pronounce that second part. And Fu, of course. We all knew Fu was coming because if you saw Fu in the story with Jing Yuan, you were like, yeah, we're gonna get Fu. But yeah, so what is LYNX? Well, I don't want to talk about like leaks and stuff like that because I personally just don't want to talk about them. And sometimes the leaks are wrong, or the leaks aren't just finalized, like the skills and stats and stuff aren't finalized and can completely change. So it's not that great to talk about them and try and theorize with them. And so this is all we really have for now when I'm making this video for LYNX. Basically, this picture, there's a little bit of like flavor here. She is apparently the youngest daughter of I believe it's pronounced Landau family. If you don't know what that is, that's the family of Japard and Serval. LYNX, I believe, is the youngest sister of the younger sister of theirs. Quick note, I also just really like the aesthetic too of her artwork. Very reminiscent of some Euro camp vibes here, so that is nice. But let's actually analyze what we know of her, which is honestly not much, but just this alone gives us a lot. Because you can see in the bottom right next to her name, we can first off see she is an abundance character and a quantum character. Both of those things are huge. The fact that she's abundance means she is pretty much going to be a healer. All the abundance characters we have now are healers. We got, Natasha, Luolcha, and Bailu. Also, Quantum is pretty good. Quantum overall is just a great element. We'll talk more about why Quantum itself is so good for a healer character. And to top it all off, especially for free-to-play characters or just like small spenders, like cheap spenders like me, she's a 4-star character. I skipped Luolcha. I could still technically change my mind and roll for Luolcha, but now that I know LYNX is coming, I am skipping Luolcha completely. I don't think LYNX is going to be better than Luolcha, but I personally am not like a big fan of Luolcha's design. Yeah, I think he's cool and all, but I'm going to be honest with you, not a cute anime girl. Not interested. So now I can actually like try and do MOC. You know, I'll have Natasha on one team, LYNX on another. So this is great for all of us who don't have that Bailu, who don't have that Luolcha, or even a Japard. So we're all happy. We're very excited. Now, I mentioned it already, Quantum. Why is the fact that she is a Quantum character so important? Well, this is our mono Quantum team now. We can play, we were looking for this kind of character. Specifically, we were looking for that Quantum sustainer. Before LYNX was officially shown off, a lot of us were like, okay, maybe Fu can sustain enough? But now we don't have to worry about that. Now we can do our LYNX, Fu, Silver Wolf, plus a damage dealer. Zila, or if you don't have Zila, you can play Xingshui. I personally like Xingshui, and I also just don't have Zila, so I'm going to play Xingshui. For the other people who just don't know why you would want to do that, why you want to play a mono team, it's just really nice because a mono team, specifically a Silver Wolf mono team, lets you just use that team for pretty much anything because of how Silver Wolf works. You're always going to be infecting or installing, or however she calls it, putting a weakness of that element on the enemies. So mono team's always going to be putting mono weakness. Pseudo mono fire team with Silver Wolf always going to be putting on either fire or quantum. So very nice for just general team building. Actually, let's go to this one website I like to use when I talk about theory crafting and stuff for teams. I'm sure many of you know of this website. Very good website, highly recommend it. It is called Pridwin. I'm probably butchering the name, in all honesty. I'm sorry for anyone who uses Pridwin, or like, and if the owners of Pridwin see this, I'm really sorry, but this is Pridwin's team builder tool. I like to use this when I'm just thinking about teams, when I'm trying to build teams, and it's a very useful tool. So we're going to use it today to theorize some LYNX builds without knowing too much about LYNX, because honestly, outside of LYNX, we don't really know much about LYNX other than that she is a quantum unit, a 4-star unit, and most likely a healer. But back to that quantum team I'm talking about. So LYNX plus Silverwolf have to be on the team. Like, you need the Silverwolf. So if you don't have Silverwolf, I'm sorry, this mono quantum team is not for you. So this is great if you're like, well, what if I don't have Zila? You don't need Zila. But you do need Silverwolf. So again, if you didn't roll for Silverwolf, I'm very sorry, but just use your LYNX as a healer, and that's it. But after you get your LYNX and your Silverwolf, you're already halfway through the team, and these two have to be in the team. After that, you need a damage dealer of some kind. Zila is probably the best one here, but let's say not everyone has Zila, because, you know, she is a 5-star. I believe she was also the very, very, very first limited character, or just character banner. So a lot of people started up Honkai after Zila came out, so they missed out on Zila, so they might not have her, or they just never rolled for her and never got her. Or maybe they did roll for her and they missed the 50-50 and they got like a Himiko or something instead. That's okay. Don't worry about it. You can still play this mono quantum team. You just will use Xing Shui instead. Yes, Xing Shui is not going to be doing as much damage as Zila consistently, but one, she's a really fun character. And two, with some good luck, she's like actually better than Zila in my opinion. Yes, over a long amount of time, basically where luck doesn't matter as much, Zila is going to out DPS Xing Shui, but hey, if you don't have Zila, and you only have Xing Shui, let's go for this. Now the fourth character we'll go with is Fu. So let's just do it like this really quick. You have Fu, just helps sustain you here, depending on which will be needed depending on how good LYNX's heals are. So yeah, your team will be looking like something like this. A LYNX and a Silverwolf have to be on the team. And then damage dealer, either Xing Shui or Zila, or in the future, maybe a different quantum damage dealer. Right now, we don't really have another quantum damage dealer. I guess if you were a whale and have a E6 Silverwolf, you could use an E6 Silverwolf as your damage dealer, but that's pretty much only whales have that. The reason I'm mentioning this is because let's say you think your LYNX is tanky enough, or let's say you just don't need the damage dealer because you whaled and you have a E6 Silverwolf. But yeah, let's say you have the E6 Silverwolf, or you think LYNX is a really, really good healer, and you don't need Fu on the team. You can actually break up the mono team, and you can bring in a buffer. Depending on who your carry is, who your damage dealer is, you could bring in something like, say, a Bronya, or I don't know, a Yukong, or a Tingyun even. I think there is merit to that. Not sure. It also will depend on your content, or yeah, the content you're trying to complete. But I do think there is merit in considering removing the Fu for a Bronya, a Yukong, a Tingyun, or some other kind of support style character. Maybe a Pella if you want to strip some buffs from your enemies here. So yeah, overall, I think this is the core of the team. LYNX, Silverwolf, damage dealer, and you've got a free secondary support spot, I guess I could call it here. Like, I personally am going to use Fu, and this is what my team is going to look like, but I definitely recommend messing around with this team. So yeah, personally, I and a lot of other people seem to be very hyped up for LYNX. I'm not saying if you haven't rolled for Luolcha, don't roll for Luolcha. I still think Luolcha is arguably the best healer in most scenarios, even though I think in other cases, Bailu and Natasha shine. But LYNX is going to be really great for those free-to-play players. We don't know also if we're going to get a free-to-play or just a free copy of LYNX. I believe in the future we're going to get a free copy of Yukong. I hope we get a free copy of LYNX. That would be very nice if they give us that. We don't even know which banner LYNX will be on yet. I personally hope that LYNX will be on the Fu banner. But honestly, I feel like if MiHoYo wants to be a little, try and squeeze a little extra money out of all of us, they'll put it on Imbibitor banner. And then if you're gonna want LYNX, you're probably gonna have to roll on Imbibitor banner. Which, you know, some of you guys might be rolling anyway on Imbibitor Lunai. I gotta really look up how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna say Imbibitor for now. But yeah, maybe they'll be nice and put LYNX on Fu banner, just kind of like how they put, because they synergize well with this like mono quantum team I'm showing off, just like how they put Yukong and Luocha on the same banner. And they've done it before as well in other games, like in Genshin too, with like Hu Tao and stuff, and Xiangling. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Relatively short video. Just wanted to like talk about LYNX and the possibilities she's enabling for us in Honkai Star Rail and our for us who don't have a second healer. So yeah, don't worry, just maybe a couple more months and we'll have another 4-star healer. So we'll be able to enter MOC, get through some MOC too, without needing a Bailu or a Luocha or a Japard. So I would love to hear what you guys think about LYNX. Do you think she's going to be pretty good? What do you think about like the Mono Quantum team too? I think the Mono Quantum team is a really, really well-built team. Really, really good ideas here. I don't know. What do you guys think about the Xingque versus Zila? I personally do think Zila is a little bit better, but I also just think Xingque is more fun. Do you think we need Fu in this build? Maybe you can skip Fu and play like Bronya or play Tingyun instead. I'd love to hear your ideas on that as well. Anyway, though, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. It always helps me and always helps out the channel. And if you guys want to watch me play some Honkai Star Rail, I play it pretty much every single day over on my Twitch account at twitch.tv/Zenityn. So, you know, you can go and check me out over there. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all again once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye!